Hello, Ayan.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, Ayan?
Good, sir.
Shall I start?
Yes, sir.
So, you are into the police service. So, how forensics will help the police?
Sir, forensics will play a major role in investigation. Number one, in improving the efficiency, and secondly, in effectiveness, in ensuring that no wrong person is caught, and also that the criminals can be detected. So this will also ultimately help improving the reputation and image of the police.
Forensics, what are the tools in forensics?
Sir, I believe, sir, in my limited understanding, number one, sir, it is techniques such as fingerprint analysis or any human trace such as blood analysis of that, sir. Secondly, also post-mortem analysis. This is what I understand, sir. I will have to gain more clarity on this.
Okay. So, you are from IIT Delhi and you got silver medal. Silver medal because of academics.
Yes, sir. For the highest CGPA in my branch.
So, is it not the silver medal, gold medal is resulting in competition, and this is resulting in mental health issues? What do you say?
Sir, it is definitely true that such medals in general do add to the competition. But from my own experience, sir, there was not too much competition or desire with respect to these medals. So, in my experience, I do not think it added to anyone's pressure as such.
But nowadays we see suicides by young people in this particular competition. Are you not noticing this?
Yes, definitely, sir. In general, the pressure has increased, and the glorification of IITs and the race towards the most prestigious companies, these are definitely creating a huge distress in students, sir.
So what do you recommend?
So, number one, I recommend is counseling of students, assuring them that opportunities are endless. They are not limited to IIT or to the best companies. Secondly, sir, institutional measures such as wellness centers within IITs or in coachings. Thirdly, sir, success stories by people who may not have gone to IITs or did not get the best package. This will help, sir. And fourthly, overall, talking about mental health practices such as meditation, gratitude journaling. These will help, sir.
Okay. So you are an All India rank 32 of IIT JEE 2017. Are you from Kota?
No, sir. I was studying entirely in Delhi, sir.
Okay. So this thing, Subbaraman Vijayalakshmi. Who is this Subbaraman Vijayalakshmi?
Sorry, sir. I have heard the name. Sir, I believe she was one of the first women grandmasters of India.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Ding Liren. Tell me about Ding Liren.
Sir, Deng Liren is the current chess world champion in the open category. He's from China. He is around 32 years of age, I believe. Sir, of late he has not been participating in too many chess tournaments, but recently he did. And sir, this is the first time that he is the chess world champion.
Yes. FIDE International Chess Ratings. What is this FIDE?
Sir, the FIDE is the organization governing chess all over the world. It is a French organization with the name Fédération Internationale d'Échecs, which translates to International Chess Federation.
How many open titles are there?
So there is Grandmaster, International Master, FIDE Master, and Candidate Master. Some countries also have National Master.
So this master is lifelong title?
Sir, for Grandmaster, I am aware it is a lifelong title, except if caught for cheating or other malpractices. For other titles, I will check, sir, but I believe they are also lifelong, sir.
So yes, so you are a police. So tell me, what are Raghavan recommendations? On what subject he gave recommendations?
Sorry, sir, I have not come across.
Okay, ragging. And there is a very famous judgment which is called as Mathura case. Are you aware of this?
Sorry, sir, I will have to revisit.
Yes, Mathura case is about a STV girl got raped, because of which after 6 o'clock women should not be in the police station without female constables. That rule came from this Mathura case. Yes. Braille. What are the advantages? Why? Because you studied and you helped a woman, blind women. What are the advancement in this Braille script? Braille script.
Sir, number one, I'm aware that it is now a 6 dot system. Earlier, I believe it was bigger. Secondly, sir, technological devices such as the ANI device, which teaches Braille to students, this has come up. Thirdly, sir, not directly respect to Braille, but text to speech option and audiovisual tools in various places and on the internet. These are helping immensely for visually impaired persons.
Yes. See, I will give you a case study. Why? Because we know that Prevention of Atrocities, SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989 and eventual amendment which happened in 2019 is anyhow to help the vulnerable section. But however, there is another version of SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act whereby this law got misused for vested interests. So you are an ASP and beneath you one constable is not working properly, and that constable comes from SC community and he is not doing his duty, and you gave him with a show cause notice and he revolted against you, and he started telling that if you continue, I will not do that work, but if you continue targeting me, I will file a SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act on you. Then how you will respond to the situation?
Sir, I will certainly have to carry forward with my course of action of the show cause notice to him. Sir, I will not be worried about his threats, because if I have done the right thing, if I have not violated the act in any way, then I have nothing to worry about. At the same time, sir, regarding his threat, I can mention in a report to my superiors so that they are also aware of this incident, sir.
Okay. So any reforms you can suggest for such sort of activities? Well, because it is something which will hamper the performance of a genuine police officer. Is it not? You will accept or not?
Yes, certainly, sir. It is an important consideration, sir. Sir, I believe one is to digitize the system more so that there is accountability with respect to the work being done or not, and more transparency in the system. So, for example, whether the allegations were real or not, these will become very evident, and the superior will not have to worry about such threats.
Very good. Yes. There is an act called as Visually Impaired Persons Protection of Rights Bill 2022. Are you aware of this?
Sorry, sir, I might have missed it.
Yes. You mentioned blind, so you have to go through it. Yes. So we know about friendly police, we know about moral policing, etc., etc. My question to you: what will be the future of policing?
Sir, in the short term future, I believe visible policing is important to contain crime and for the welfare of vulnerable sections. But in the distant future, sir, it will be a more friendly police, which is only a facilitator when required, and also community policing with the involvement of people.
Any idea, any innovation, any such systems adopted across India?
Sir, community policing has been tried in some places, for example, Meghalaya. Sir, with respect to friendly policing, one is to have a more dedicated systems for women, for example. In Madhya Pradesh, there is Urja desks in police station dedicated for women. In Chennai, there is the Pink Squad in Metro, which is for women's safety. Such measures will help, sir.
There is something called a Salva Judum. What is this Salva Judum? Is it community policing?
Sir, Salva Judum was related to Naxalism. It was equipping the villagers with weapons to fight the extremists. Sir, I'm not sure if this comes under community policing, sir, because the people were not trained. They were solely provided with the weapons to equip them to fight, which was also later realized to be a bad mistake, sir.
Yes. What is CCTNS?
So this is the criminal network system, sir, of tracking. I'm not recalling the exact full form, to maintain the data and records with respect to all the crimes that have been committed, sir.
How it works? With example.
Sir, I'm not aware of the intricacies, but I believe it is a digital repository of all the crimes, sir. But I will certainly look into it more details.
Simple example, I will tell you. Everything will be digitalized. For FIR number, if anyone have the FIR number, they go to CCTNS, they will enter the FIR number. The complete details will come on that FIR number.
Thank you.
What is the difference between BNS, BS, BNSS?
Sir, the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Act, which is the Indian Penal Code, which corresponds to the Indian Penal Code, it consists of all the punishments for the various crimes. The crimes are defined as well as their punishments. The BNSS is the the BNS is the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. Sir, the BNSS is the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita, which corresponds to the CRPC. It has the procedures with respect to how FIR is filed, how charge sheet is filed. So the BSA, the Bharatiya Sakshi Adhiniyam, it is the corresponding to the Evidence Act about the admissibility of various evidences.
See, there is a recent judgment which has been given by the former CJ of India, which is really a watershed judgment, which is called as Parrot Letter Bail. Parrot Letter Bail. Are you aware of this?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
In simple words, I will tell you, parrot letter bail means earlier what used to happen, if the bail is been ordered by the Honorable Judiciary, district judges, then that bail order should be given to the court constable, and the court constable will catch it like a parrot and he will go to the prison and he will give there. Then only the person will be released. Then the former CGI told that, why such a hard copy? You can send through the mail now. Sometimes it might delayed and the person who should release today will be released tomorrow. So that beautiful judgment was being given by the former CGI.
Thanks.
Yes. How you see Khalistan movement?
Sir, it is a movement which is not accepted by India. It is also not a movement which has any grounds or basis within India. It is only outside India largely that such demands are being raised, and they are a threat to the territorial integrity and sovereignty of India and cannot be tolerated, sir.
So you tell that it is not the people's movement?
Sir, as far as I am aware, within India, there is no demand for the same. It is largely people outside India who are raising this demand.
I tell that the recent conflict which happened between the Metis versus Kukis is not ethnic conflict but a communal violence. What do you say?
Sir, castes were involved certainly with respect to the status also being given, but to my knowledge, it is more an ethnic violence. I will have to gain more understanding about what all qualifies as communal violence, sir. Sir, yes, if I recall correctly, one of the communities belong to Hindus and the other belong to Christianity. But I do not believe that was the reason behind the violence, sir. I will certainly read more about it.
Is your college Institute of Eminence?
Yes, sir.
What are such counterparts like Institute of Eminence? Such any standards are there in India?
Sir, there is Institute of National Importance. Institute of Eminence is the recent designation. Other than that, I am not sure, sir.
Okay. So Institute of Eminence means what they will do? What that college or that institution will get?
So number one is funding of rupees 1,000 crores. Secondly, sir, more autonomy is there with respect to curriculum. Thirdly, sir, they are allowed to have a higher ratio of foreign faculty and foreign students.
Can you name the eventual committees which were being constituted regarding police reforms from pre-independence till date?
Sir, Ribeiro committee is there. Padmanaya committee is there. So the National Police Commission was the first. Malimath committee is there. Sir, Prakash Singh guidelines were there in a Supreme Court, not a committee. These I recall right now, sir.
Second Administrative Reforms Commission?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. I tell that the police system, the law and order, the civil police is functioning properly, but there is a very great human rights violations is happening at the level of prisons, mainly prisoners. So what type of reforms do you believe the same? And what type of reforms we can bring into the prisoners or into the prisons?
Sir, I do believe that this is happening to some extent and is a matter of concern. Sir, reforms I would say are multi-pronged. Sir, first I would like to take legal action against police officials who are indulging in torture or in such extremities. Secondly, sir, from a more institutional point of view, number one, I would like to have CCTVs in prison and also such bodies which can ensure prisoner welfare is there. Thirdly, sir, from a more social perspective, counseling of the police personnel has to be done to treat the prisoners with respect. and to not indulge in any third degree measures or any brutality.
What is the institution, statutory institution, which will be looking into the welfare of prisoners?
Sir, I'm not able to recall overall, but one thing I remember is with regard to, I believe, delinquents, there is the Juvenile Justice Committee. But sorry, sir, I will read more about it.
It is a National Commission for HRC.
Thank you, sir.
It will completely looking into the prisoners' welfare as well. Yes, there is an NGO called as Vidya you worked with. What is this NGO Vidya?
Sir, Vidya is an NGO for education of youth and children, largely for underprivileged children and for those adults who miss their education. Sir, it was started by Miss Rashmi within IIT Delhi campus itself. Now it has grown to take up more of an all India character.
Okay. So that Vidya NGO is located in Delhi.
Sir, I believe it has some branches outside Delhi also.
NGOs mainly focusing on urban areas, they work in urban areas, or else they work in education field only. There is no much diversification of NGOs. So they limit themselves to education. Most often, 60% of the NGOs will work on education field. What do you say?
Sir, I'm not aware of the exact statistics. Sir, I personally have seen NGOs for other areas also. For example, related to animal health, there is an NGO called Friendly Cause. For old age persons also, for visually impaired persons, sir, for food distribution, NGOs like Akshay Patra are there. But sir, it is possible that more NGOs are focused on education. Given that, sir, education is a very important requirement. It is also one area where we often feel that the present education levels are not adequate. And thirdly, providing education is also a relatively easier task given the skill requirements for volunteers, sir.
Yes, it's relatively easier when compared to other things.
Yes.
So chess, blitz, bullet, bug house, what is this?
Sir, these are three variants of chess.
Okay, what are the difference between these three?
Sir, blitz and bullet are two speed chess variants. Blitz is played within 3 to 10 minutes per player for the entire match. Bullet is played under 3 minutes for the entire match per player. Bug house is a 2 versus 2 variant where the two boards are connected in the sense that pieces captured on one board can be used on the other board.
People will tell that the people who play the chess or the chess players are intelligent. Is it so?
Sir, there certainly is a correlation because chess does involve cognitive abilities, but I would not say that it is entirely true. I believe intelligence has multiple dimensions. For example, linguistic intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, logical intelligence is one of them which has a huge role in chess. But many other dimensions of chess may not have a direct relation with chess.
So you taught underprivileged school children also. Where you taught?
Sir, I taught them with the NGO Vidya. Within IIT Delhi campus, there is a school, Kendriya Vidyalaya. There, the students used to come at 3 to 5 p.m. after their own school, sir.
Whether they are underprivileged students or Kendriya Vidyalaya students?
No, sir. They came from outside, sir.
Who will bring them?
Sir, I am not aware of the exact specifics, but sir, there were teachers from the NGO Vidya who were coordinating this, sir. We did not play a part in selecting the students, sir.
Yeah, why? Because see, transportation is important aspect, how they come, and if when you are teaching underprivileged students, you have to go near them, isn't it?
Yes.
So you used to teach only at IIT Delhi. So when they used to come, you used to teach it. So you never went there.
Yes, sir. The branch of Vidya was there only. That is where the NGO had started, sir.
You are an NSS executive.
Yes, sir.
What is Scouts and Guides?
Sir, Scouts and Guides is another program similar to NSS. Sir, I'm not aware of the exact mechanisms, but I have heard of it, sir.
Can you tell me a rough difference between Scouts and Guides, NCC, NSS?
Sir, I'm aware of NSS and NCC. Sir, NCC focuses more on parades and other discipline-oriented activities, whereas NSS operates through social work, working with NGOs or other projects. Sir, the motto of NSS is not me but you, which reflects a selflessness being imbibed in the students, whereas the motto of NCC is unity and discipline, which reflects the characteristics being imparted. Sir, for Scouts and Guides, I will have to learn more about it, sir.
Same thing at school level. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So already you taught, you are a teacher for underprivileged sections through NGOs. So you are having a little bit knowledge on education or teachers. I want to give you one case study. You are a district collector. In that district collector, the government of the day gave you the target that three things. Number one, enrollment of the students should increase into the government schools. Number two, midday meals should be provided quality food without any pilferages or loss. Number three, the most important, the quality of education should not be compromised. So these three things you have to bring in your district, in your government schools. So think and tell me what are all the reforms you will bring such that these three things will reach the target.
Sir, for the first target, sir, in my understanding, the gross enrollment ratio is already very high, close to 100%. Sir, it can further be improved by financial incentives to parents or by increasing the awareness within parents.
Government will never be interested to give funds. So within the limited funds, you have to do it.
Yes, sorry, sir. Sir, door-to-door campaigns can be conducted so that this awareness of parents increases about the advantages of their children going to school. Sir, for quality food of midday meal, I believe, sir, collaboration can be done with an NGO for food supply. And sir, regular inspection of the food can be done by officials. Thirdly, sir, for quality of teaching, number one, sir, to attract more teachers, sir, certain benefits can be given, or sir, appeal can be made to their patriotism spirit or something, or an emotional appeal. Thirdly, sir, distance learning can be done through technology such as television video conferencing, which will ensure quality. And again, sir, collaboration with NGOs can be done to assess the learning outcomes.
So in the same lines, so you are an IPS officer, an SP of one particular district. Communal violence is at the verge of breaking down. The two communities came in front, they are facing each other, and you are the SP who are being given the orders to lessen the issue. So what you will do on that moment? What will be your presence of mind?
So the number one thing would be to get the section 144 of CRPC imposed. Secondly, sir, I will have to bring in a lot of police personnel to prevent gathering of people and also to disperse them as soon as possible. Thirdly would be, sir, to utilize loudspeakers or other mechanism or social media also to give strong warnings that any action would be met with severe consequences and should be avoided. Then, sir, long-term measures would have to be taken. And also, sir, harnessing the leaders of the two communities to prevent any violence. Engaging them will help in this direction, sir.
A radical question to you. You are a Jain. I tell that Jainism is not an independent religion. It's an arm of Hinduism. What do you say?
Sir, it is true that Jainism itself came from Hinduism. So, and there are a lot of common elements between the two in that sense. When we look at practicing Jains also, many of them worship Hindu gods also, and there is a fair overlap. But also, sir, there are many significant differences. For example, Jainism does not believe in a god or in a supernatural entity, whereas Hinduism does. So, sir, there are some fundamental differences, which does make Jainism a different religion with similarities.
In your Delhi, a couple of years back, a complete family of 11 members committed suicide. Are you aware of this? Believing that moksha will be acquired, kaivalya will get, so that they committed suicide. Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir, I have a rough idea.
Okay, what is that case about?
Sir, I believe it was regarding the practice of sallekhana, which is starving oneself to death. That is a practice in Jainism to attain liberation, sir. Sir, consequently, the court had issued guidelines also that it cannot be practiced except, I believe, by terminally ill persons. And consequently, it has been banned, I believe, sir. I will check again whether the ban was lifted.
Okay. You used the word called as terminally ill. What is the status of euthanasia in India?
Sir, active euthanasia is for terminally ill persons.
What is the status now?
Sir, in my understanding, passive euthanasia is allowed, which refers to stopping the treatment or medication. but active measures to end the life are not permitted.
The case is Arun Shanbhog case, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, mainly in police stations, tortures are common phenomenon, very common phenomenon. The common public like us, we fear to go into the police station because of the fear of the torture. So how we can stop this torture in the police station?
So first would be to ensure that any police personnel who indulge in such torture, they are strictly punished so that there is a deterrence set. Secondly, sir, installing CCTVs, this will ensure that the police personnel do not overstep their mandate. Thirdly, sir, counseling of the police personnel to treat the suspects or the prisoners with due respect. Lastly, sir, in training itself, sensitivity has to be brought within the police personnel with respect to people.
You got a scholarship called as, that for 2 years. Consequently, you got OP-GEMS scholarship. What is this OP-GEMS?
Sir, it stands for OP Jindal Engineering and Management Scholarship.
You cleared the exam.
Sir, it was not an exam, sir. It was through one psychometric test for a personality. It had one stage for a business proposal, and finally, it was an interview.
Oh, how you propose the business? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir. Sir, it was not expected to go very deep into the business finance aspect, but more about the idea. Sir, in my case, the idea was regarding specially abled persons for them to avail customized equipment as well as to set an online platform to connect them with mentors or any trainers for their skill development.
Aditya Birla also the same?
Sir, it was through a list of achievements or a CV provided to them, followed by an interview. It also had a system of regular assessment yearly, sir.